Today's episode is brought to you by DNA Sports Training. If you or someone you know wants to take their game to the next level, then hit up DNA Sports Training. Visit DNASportsDenver.com to book a training session. We offer specialized sports training from football to track and field and everything else in between. Whether you're an offensive or defensive lineman wanting to get better off the ball, or you're an athlete wanting to improve your speed and agility, we have something for you over at DNA. Visit DNASportsDenver.com right now and sign up.
Yo,
Yeah,
bear with it. Bear with it.
we're back.
Having a little fun on the live stream.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing out there? Nuggets and Lakers going down.
You know,
Game 5,
Don, when
and we're live.
we got to go live with the live stream here with the Nuggs,
Yeah,
man.
check.
With them playing. That's one of them things, dude.
About to
where-
end it.
You think so?
We should have ended it the other night. I bet, bro.
What's wrong, man?
Nuggets win, and Tayshaun Prince scores one more point. That three that rimmed out for him.
Yeah.
I turned.
Torian Prince, you mean? Tayshaun's retired a long time
Oh
ago.
yeah, whatever. But I would have won a good little 5 bands off of like good little 30.
But you didn't, though.
But I didn't, and the Nuggets lost, and now we're into Game 5. So we got to end this shit now. Send these motherfuckers home. You know, LeBron came to play last game. He's like, you ain't ending it on my home.
It was
court."
vintage LeBron.
It was. AD's been killing this whole series, honestly.
Yeah, AD. You know what, man? For as much flack as he be getting about being super fragile and all that, man. Like,
Well, the crazy thing is, it's like Jokic is so good. So the story was AD can't contain Jokic. He's too small. He's not good enough to play with Jokic, right? But although he ain't containing Jokic, he's scoring his points for his team too. He needs a little help over there.
yeah, I mean, I suppose.
Oh, he's putting points up.
You know, I'd say he has help. I mean, I don't want to start making excuses for LeBron and AD and why they struggling against the Nuggets.
Why are you making excuses?
But I will say though, they're back in Denver, dude, and they don't got the legs to play. It's good to see Malls out there.
He should have been making those too the other night. He
How
shot
could-
like 6 of them.
How
He missed.
concerned are you that Maul isn't playing that well? That isn't shooting that well?
Well, he was a little banged up last game, so I think it's hit or miss. You know what? I think is more important for us.
Yo,
I think Aaron Gordon having a game like he did in Game 3. Right?
wow, Aaron Gordon and Michael Porter Jr. Because
Yeah, Michael Porter.
if them
too, 'cause
boys
he
play
was-
like that, dog, there's no stopping them.
he was stroking. Pause. But you know what I mean.
In Game 3, see, we haven't had a chance to talk much about it, bro. Like we got on last time. We
2
got
in a
on
row for him.
Last time we got on the pod was with Icon. Shout out to Icon.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Mario and them boys.
going
But
down this weekend.
the last time we got on the pod, we had that, right? So we haven't really had much chance to talk about it and even get to discuss in the playoffs, though, bro. But I thought what the Nuggets did in Game 3, with the way the boys went off and everything like that, dude. That, in my opinion, that is the key to them winning it all or even having a chance to win it all, bro. Like, you're going to need them boys to step up big.
Yeah, especially because we're getting ready to run into, a more formidable opponent this next round. So, I think we need Maul to be healthy. We need Maul to score. And then we also need big games from guys like AG and
What about
Porter.
our potential next round opponent, bro? What do you think about Minnesota, dog?
It's
They
kinda
ran through Phoenix like it was like bird when they like goose shit through a goose, bro. Or
It's scary.
whatever the
It's
fuck they
scary,
say.
honestly, bro. That when we talked a few weeks back or a month ago or something like that, we talked about who we were worried about, and the 2 teams we both said were Minnesota and Dallas.
I think Minnesota and Dallas are the biggest threats, bro. And honestly, Minnesota right now, the way they're finishing off, they finished off Phoenix. They definitely are a huge threat, bro.
And I'll tell you what, man, I am not satisfied with the way we're winning this series against the Lakers. although we're winning, right, and winning is winning, but the Lakers are killing us as far as holding the lead. Did you see the time of possession with who's had the lead in the game for a longer period of time?
Oh, it's not even close, dude.
They're like controlling the entire game, bro, and our turnover ratio is ridiculous. We're sloppy with the ball. Our bench isn't nearly as good as it was last year. You know, man, I think last year's Nuggets was better, but I think we can still get there. But next round is going to be the test.
Last year's Nugget, what, bench?
Team overall.
You think so?
I do. I think we're missing a few pieces, bro, that really hurt us. You know, again, coming off that bench. Because
I think our bench struggled on the road, on game 4, right? I think our starting 5 is as strong as they've ever been. And I might agree with you that there's I think there's a little inconsistency coming off the bench. I don't think Reggie Jackson is as consistent as I'd like to see him. No. And a lot of times he plays hero ball, and that can be kind of a problem later on as we go forward. But I mean, Minnesota is going to be a much tougher test than the Lakers are.
Yeah.
I also think that Minnesota just matched up well against Phoenix. Like, Phoenix had no answer for them big boys down low. And I feel like if the Nuggets would have matched up with Phoenix, it would have been much of the same kind of thing, bro. Like, we wouldn't have had two 7-footers to throw at them up front, but they weren't going to do nothing with Jokic. They ain't going to be able to stop that down low. And Aaron Gordon just eats. I would like to see the Nuggets come out, and right now they, 19-16 after with a couple minutes left, 3 minutes left in the first quarter.
There we go.
I'd like to see them come out and start fast, start better, and I'd like to see them take this wire to wire if they can, or not wire to wire, excuse me. At least have a lead and maintain the lead for a while though.
Well, and I want us to be more aggressive attacking the basket. Sometimes we really get into that. Shooting from the boundary, right? And then we also never like to force them to shoot from the boundary. We give them the inside lane to the basket all the time on defense, So I think a little bit of transition offense. If we could get into our transition game, play some transition offense.
Michael Porter just stole that from Reggie Jackson. Like, no, bitch, you ain't shooting shit. Now, I feel you get us running a little bit more.
Yeah, we got to get moving, bro. And then we got to force them to shoot shots from the perimeter. Make them make tough shots. And we got to stop taking them if they're not there. There was sometimes last game where MPJ was shooting shots, bro, with where he had no business shooting the shot.
I don't know, man. I'm not going to argue with some of the shots that MPJ's been taking because he's been playing excellent in this series. It's definitely a far cry from what it was in the NBA Finals when he wasn't playing as well.
Yeah, but there's still such thing as every shot.
No such thing as a bad shot.
Every shot you don't take, right? But the thing is, bro, is there was some horrible shots, especially when we had dudes right under the basket that he could just feed it to him and he's taking shots.
There's one right there, money.
Yeah,
big MPJ again,
that was
baby.
A good one right there, though. See, that was nice little fucking dish and stroke.
What do you think about Boston, dude? They're struggling a little bit with Miami. They won the other day, but Miami, taking one in Boston. Something about Boston, bro. I don't fucking trust them, Jackson. That was a good 3. That shit was all in.
That was a good pass too.
It was all in motion, bro. It wasn't forced. Good pass. What do you think about Boston struggling the way they're struggling, bro?
Looking like Orlando Bloom.
That's Colorado Springs zone right there, bro.
I know.
Colorado Springs zone.
No, man. The same could be said for us as Boston. I think kind of right. Like,
what you mean?
One could say, like, even though we're up 3-1, bro, I think there would be Laker fans or some other people possibly saying that we're struggling with the Lakers a little bit. Like, yes, we're winning these games, but again, they're maintaining the lead throughout the third quarter. Then all of a sudden, we turn around and win.
I don't think the Lakers is like our best matchup either, though.
They're not. I think, but that's what I said earlier too. Remember, you were like, "Oh, you're afraid of the Lakers." I think we own them.
No, it's not even like. I think we match up well in terms of like we're still going to win the series. I think it's a different type of matchup. I mean, Anthony Davis creates his problems. Say what you will about LeBron, he showed in Game 4 that he can rewind the clock. Now he can't rewind the clock 7-game series every game. I don't think. I think there's 2 or 3 of them in that, and I'll be interested to see what their legs look like in the fourth quarter of this game. But knowing who them two are, what Reeves gives them off the perimeter. And what, Hachimura can do sometimes. They got a squad, bro. I don't know that Darvin is putting them in the best position on a few things.
Yeah.
It's interesting to see Anthony Davis kind of talk some shit after game 2. Or it was game 2 or game 3, kind of almost suggesting that Darvin Ham, had them in spots that they didn't even know where they were supposed to be at, and there's another turnover by the Nuggs. Man, we closing out this first quarter nicely, the way I'd like to see it. But, I think because you see Frank Vogel already got fired from Phoenix. Yep. I think Darvin gets the axe if the Lakers lose this game, bro. I think regardless if the Lakers lose the series, he's going to get the axe, especially the way the series started.
Reggie taking this last shot. Yep.
There it is. Cool.
Hey, shout out to Icon Boxing, man, and the event that's going down this weekend.
Hold up.
They keep on announcing different bouts, and Michael Cruz Ford is another rematch versus Austin Sanchez. It's Colorado versus New Mexico.
Let's go.
It's going down, bro. And again, fight after fight's being announced. Isaac Bulgarian versus Josiah Dalso. There's going to be a lot of good bouts, man.
Do you want to name that name what that event's called? You want to say it in Spanish? No me sé rajar.
Are you going to let me?
Go ahead, bro. Let me hear it.
No me sé rajar.
Hey, that's going down May 4th and 5th over at Icon Boxing, Icon Sales. Your boys here, yours truly.
Yes, sir.
Yo, we're going to be on the call. We'll have special guests with us on the call.
Down goes Frazier.
Hey, Dom, you had some classic calls last time. We got our boy Xander from Icon. He's going to be joining us on the call a little bit, helping us out. So that's exciting. It's good to get some young blood up in here. Hopefully, maybe get him a little itch for the broadcasting or whatever. But it's going to be exciting. May 4th and 5th. Tickets are on sale. That's next week, next Saturday and Sunday. I'm excited. I know you're excited. This is kind of where we're trying to butter our bread with. So hopefully we get some more bread, some more butter and bread coming through. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. We'd love to do these events. It helps, just fuel the engine to keep going.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So, the more we can, network and get ourselves in these doors and bring the show to your living room.
That's right.
Right, we're bringing it to your smartphone, your tablets, your smart TVs, your PS5s, your Xboxes, your Switches, whatever you're streaming
your
on.
PS6s.
It's coming to you.
Is there PS6
in your living room, live this
on
weekend.
DNA Sports Podcasts Network of Action. Saturday, May 4th. Sunday, May 5th.
Sunday.
No me sé rajar. Going down at Icon Sales and Boxing, 3047 West 74th Avenue. Come down, be there or be square. ¿Sabes qué, Leva? You don't come down and support the ente, fool. We're going to fucking box you up in the parking lot, eh?
You went from like Captain Hook to Popeye.
Arr, you come down here, matey, to the boxing match, y'all.
Orderly milkweed.
Hey, this is Hooker.
Captain Hooker.
Hey, fool, you're a hooker. Hey, jackass, dude.
What up, bro?
Nothing, dude. What you been up to?
Football. How's it going with...
It's cool seeing them little bastards. Had to stop by to practice and see them. It was cool. I heard them from across the way. Hey, Coach Al's here. Yeah. It's like, oh, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Nah, it's fun, man. It's different. Our kids are like out there trying to tackle.
Yeah,
you can tell they're like ready to break down and tackle, bro. And it's like it's holding them up, and they don't know because it's flag, they think they can't be aggressive at all, so they're like real timid. It's weird, bro. It's like like they're new to the sport almost in a sense.
It's a different kind of sport. I mean, flag is definitely different from tackle. You know what I'm saying? And from
Shout
what they've
out
been
to
doing.
shout out to Mateo, man. He had a great game. DJ scored 2 touchdowns this weekend. DJ caught a deep bomb from Eddie, and then sideline walked it.
Sick.
Mateo.
I've been watching some interesting ways to kind
Samuel
of.
threw one, and Teo caught it from back right here and snatched out the air one-hander. Boom, took it for a touchdown. Sick.
I like
Cats with his eye was swollen shut, bro. So
Tails
listen,
always fucking himself up.
listen. So they show up to the game. Both quarterbacks are all. Samuel's cold, so you know how Samuel is when he gets cold. Eddie is like sleepy or sad or mad or something, bro. And so they're out of it. And Teo walks up and he can't, his eyes are swollen from allergies. So he could barely, he could barely even see out of one eye. And I'm like, oh, it's going to be one of those days. The very first play, pass to Teo, and he fucking reaches back and snatches it out of the air like Odell Beckham.
Sick.
And takes it for a 60-yard touchdown.
Good shit, Teo. Good shit, my guy. That's tight, dude.
Yeah. Then he had like 2 pick sixes in the second game. Like he balled out.
Kid's an athlete, dude.
Yeah.
The kid's an athlete. I'd be interested to see as they grow older, their athleticism develop a little bit. I've been like, so I want to run a lot of trap, and I want to run like a lot of power and counter. But I also want to try to run it out of like non-conventional ways because. At that age, pulling sometimes can be, some guys are really good at it and some guys aren't. Mm-hmm. And so I'd like to try to use some motion or, an extra tight end or something. I don't know. Figure out a way to get some of that pulling action. I definitely want to use our guards this year a little bit more.
Yeah.
But, anytime we get to thinking about running the ball and, you start thinking about like trap, dude. Like trap's such a fun one especially for an aggressive kid that's not afraid of the action.
Got it.
There you go, MPJ. Trap's such a fun one, dude, because you get that one technique and he's fucking busting through the hole. He's like, yeah, got it. And then the next, boom, you clear him out.
Speaking of,
what?
Did you know babies weren't born in China?
Babies weren't born in China.
No.
The fuck are you talking about?
They're born in the China.
Jesus Christ.
Knee slapper.
Jesus Christ. It's actually more
I'm
like
here all day. Oh, no, that was a killer one. They're going crazy in the chat right now. Look at the chat. They're saying, damn, coach is funny.
Funny fucking looking, dude.
Oh, shit.
Ain't nothing going down in the chat.
So what's up with you?
Nothing, dude.
Track.
Scotty hit 132, so
Nice.
Miguel took his school record earlier this year by a half inch.
Did you see Scott, Elijah, Josiah?
Yeah, all over. Yep. What's his name?
David's undecided.
Well, I was talking to.
He has both there and Nebraska Kearney. So
Yeah.
go to either one.
I was talking to David's younger brother runs track for us.
Oh yeah.
And so he was missing last Friday because they were going out there to Iowa to go see the school. So hey, big up for them kids, dude.
Yeah,
that whole class, man. What's his face? I mean, all them kids, man. They worked hard, dude. They did a really good job at just giving themselves a chance to play at the next level, dude. And I think that's, for some kids, that's the goal. Kids that don't mind dealing with the school part of things, and it gives them a really good chance to kind of grow in the game and be there as long as they can. I mean, I think we tell all of them, if you love the game, play it, and you want to play it for as long as you can, play it for as long as you can.
Yeah. See, and this is what I mean, and I don't mean to sidetrack it, but we're live for this Nuggets game, baby. Go live. And but teams can live and die by the three. Yeah. And this is what's happening right now, bro. You're watching this game, and it's what happened last game, right? Nuggets were just horrible besides MPJ beyond the arc. And today, the Lakers are the same way. The Lakers are 3 for 13 behind the arc, and the Nuggets are 7 for 14. Nuggets are 50%, while the Lakers are shooting a low 23% from behind the arc. So, I think they got to pick it up a little bit and figure it out if they want to keep pace.
Are you?
LeBron's hairline is starting to recede, and so is this series.
Are you freaking out a little bit or what?
No, I'm just putting the stats out there. You know me, bro, just doing what I'm supposed to do. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it sounds like you're getting a little
Christian
afraid.
Braun, here he goes.
Sounds like you're getting a little
what the
fucking blocked. Dude.
Come on now, dunk it on him. Oh, what are you getting nervous for? Richie Rich?
Is that what your nickname for him is?
No. He's more like let's see, who does he remind me of?
Hey, he's got some flavor, bro.
He does. That's what I'm saying. He's not like Richie Rich. He's more like
he's got some flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, he's had quite the career the last couple of years. Fucking national championship, world championship.
What'd you think about the draft?
From a Miami point of view, from like celebrating my team point of view, I got mixed reviews about it. They got some speed, and it seems like they're loading up in speed. But you being a Raiders fan of all people, you understand what it is drafting speed in the draft every year. You guys have drafted some burners over the years, some worked out and some didn't. Some literally went up in flames. But
Speedy.
Henry Ruggs.
Shout out to Henry Ruggs, bro. He has he's working, making 2 cents an hour or something like that.
Hey, I mean, it's fucking
doing what he got to do.
Tragic story.
Committing. Hey, sometimes when you do that, the only thing you could do is stand 10 toes down.
Well, I mean,
make your apologies.
Hey.
and do your time like a man, and then get out and live your life.
Hey, we talk about it
and make amends for it. So shout out to Henry Ruggs. We're not all perfect, and we make mistakes.
We talked about it.
It's funny to joke about the Raiders, and I get it.
Someone got a little sensitive.
You want to poke at it. Shout out to you, dog. In fact,
we've talked about it, bro. It's not enough to just go through it. You got to grow through it. And sometimes we go through situations that we all make mistakes. We all fall short. I'm not going to fault the young man for falling short. It's easy for us to sit here and talk about what I would have done with that kind of money, what I should have done with that kind of money versus having that kind of money and being out in the open and being out there doing your thing. So I will say, everything that I've read seems that he's taken full responsibility for, his actions that night.
Yes, sir.
And like you said, man, like all you can do is do your time and grow from it and hope for another chance, not that football, but just that life in general and being able to be free and being able to live. And, he's a young man, early 20s, you know what I'm saying? And when he gets out, he's still going to be a fairly young man and have a lot of life to live. So it's important that that young man learns his lesson and doesn't stop growing, because he's gonna get out of prison and have a full life of living. So if you stop growing now, you're gonna get out and fucking just be worse for yourself or go back or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We all fall short. You talked about it in your episode of the Grow Through It podcast. And if you guys haven't listened, make sure you go hit up YouTube and go peep out the inaugural episode with Dom. You talked about it, not fucking up just once, but twice within a window of time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, we don't always learn from our lessons. We don't always learn when we touch the stove and get burned. Sometimes it takes a little bit more for us to learn. But it's important that you figure that shit out, and grow from it. Because if you don't figure it out and you just repeat the cycle, dude, then you could tap your life out and be like, you know what? Life's pretty much done.
Yeah, and you got to figure it out before you continue to do it, because that shit will kill you.
I think
kill you regardless. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying. I think I wonder, like, I would wonder what the experience is like when you get people around you and you've got money for the first time and you can kind of be that rock for everybody, right?
Yeah.
We don't know what that's like. We've never necessarily had to go through that. So that's also something that, you know.
Shit, back when I was drafted #1 overall. Hey, but do you ever check out the I Am Athlete? Brandon Marshall.
Some. I've caught a couple of them.
There was one with him, LaShawn McCoy, Adam Pacman,
Yeah.
and then who else was on it? Someone else was on it with them, but they were talking about like how NFL players go broke and don't manage their money and really from going from being broke to getting that money and not really knowing what to do with it, and before you know it, you're broke again. You know what I mean? Like, and not having anybody to really help you maintain and manage it properly. And it's a good episode, bro. So you're totally right.
And think about it, bro. Even if you're leaning on family, right? Like, I got some good people in my corner. Wonder if they ain't never had money neither. You know what I mean? Like,
yep.
How are they supposed to be able to tell you how to handle your situations or to do what you got to do with this or with that? Like, if they never had money neither, bro, like, you know what I mean? How are they going to like lead you in the right direction? I mean, it's hard to, that's taking marriage advice from someone who's never been married.
Yes,
you know what I mean? So it's kind of hard with that.
Oh, nice little fade. Oh, no basket.
Come on, dude. They be bullshitting with that.
Bullshit. And
Murray looks good. I mean, he doesn't look too hobbled.
He has a little brace around his calf, little
how did they not call that?
I don't know. Review it. Can they review that? Hey,
that's where it is right there. They're saying it was before he went up for the shot.
Shout out to Icon, and we're gonna be doing this boxing event, but this weekend has other big boxing events.
Yeah, Canelo's fighting this weekend, right?
Yeah, you got Canelo going down for the first time in a long time on Cinco de Mayo. He's gonna lose. Calling it now. He never loses on Cinco de Mayo. But his
lost to Floyd on Cinco de Mayo, I believe.
Yeah, but that's to Floyd. But the undercard is getting a lot of slack. They're saying it was kind of like just a thrown together last minute thing just to get Canelo on Cinco de Mayo weekend.
Who's on it?
A bunch of no ones. It's like, I'm just playing. Nah.
Got this motherfucker in the air.
Nah, there's some decent little fights. Honestly, you got Brandon Figueroa versus Jesse Magdaleno. Former WA super bantamweight champion. Figueroa lost to his title in 2021 and now holds the featherweight WBC interim belt. And they'll be fighting for that. Then you got Barrios versus Fabio Maidana in a co-main event. But again, that's what I was gonna say. Again, those three fights on the undercard. You know what I mean? Like, and then the Canelo fight. Some say it's starting to look a little bit like handpicked who he's gonna.
Oh, of course it is, dog. That motherfucker ain't fighting nobody.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
He ain't gonna go fight Bivol again. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Hey, yo, did you see who was up in Boulder on this weekend?
I did.
Your boy King Ryan.
What do you think about him?
I think he beat the shit out of Haney. It was close on the cards, but
he's pretty good at the social media. Haney. You like what I did there? You like what I did there though? That was nice.
Yeah.
But the fake beer. Bro, he sold this fight.
He was getting weird as fuck on social media.
Nah, but he sold the shit.
Motherfuckers was like, he's going to get knocked the fuck out.
Tell me, everybody was talking about him. He went and bet on himself.
Yeah.
Won $12 million.
What do you think about that? That you can bet on yourself in boxing, but you can't do that shit like in the UFC or
anywhere else? That's crazy. Do you ever check out the bare knuckle boxing or fights?
Yeah.
McGregor is actually... like a co-owner or something now.
Really?
Something of it. Yeah, I seen that.
This kid we were talking to about some potential sponsorship in boxing and whatnot. He's fighting a bare knuckle matchup coming up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Said he's just switching it up a little bit. I was like, oh, it's interesting.
Yeah, I see. I was watching one where I had to go to practice.
Shit gets a little bloody.
Oh, this dude got popped right in his nose, bro, and it stopped him dead in his tracks, and he was just like... He was out of it, and I can't believe the ref let him keep going because he got dinked up a few times.
What do you think about that slap fighting shit? Have you seen that?
It's crazy, too. Motherfuckers get slapped hard as fuck.
Dude.
I hate don't open
disrespectfully slap, bro.
If anybody open hand slaps me, Oh, it's on, bro. You ain't gonna treat me like that. Like, you better powder that motherfucker, or at least make me look real bad.
Smack. Yeah, dude. Some of them shits, they wind up too. Boy, they got good hip twists. And I fucking telling my discus throwers, like, you see how they snap their hips? That's how I need you to snap the hips when you throw the freaking disc. Nah, that shit's crazy. It's not surprising that like UFC has their hand in that. You know what I mean?
Dana White.
Dude's a genius, bro. You know, he's a genius. You know, and TKO, being that conglomerate.
TKO.
The UFC, WWE, fucking, they, you look at WrestleMania this past beginning of the month, and the 2-day event, record-setting 2-day event. Fucking, they don't miss.
They don't miss.
They don't miss, bro.
Nope.
What you think about what's going on with the Avs? You been watching it all?
Not at all.
Not at all?
Not really, bro. I've been all on Nuggets. And
Like, they got
football.
the stat up. The Lakers have been leading 141 minutes and 57 seconds. Game's been tied 12 minutes and 7 seconds. And the Nuggets have been leading 49 minutes and 15 seconds of this whole series. Is that concerning to you, bro? Especially if the Lakers win this game?
Because if we do that versus a team like Minnesota, you know what's happening? We're getting beat.
But what's that say about your clutchness, bro?
It says a lot, but you can't play with teams like that, bro.
But they really ain't, though, because if you think about it, dude, they coming out at halftime making adjustments and taking over the game at the third quarter.
Yeah, and really, like, if you think about all these games, we were down by like 8 at half, and even as a fan, I'm like, we're in a good spot.
Even the last game, dude, I thought we were in a good spot. We just didn't come back, you know?
At the end, we should have had it.
So let me go back to coaching real quick, because I was kind of talking about how Darvin Ham probably get fired after they lose the series, right? Mm-hmm. Do you think that's the reason why they lost some of these games, having the lead, not being able to maintain that lead after 3 quarters, being that the adjustments that Michael Malone's making versus the adjustments that Darvin Ham has made or is making, they're night and day. And obviously what the Nuggets are doing with their adjustments are for the most part, with the exception of the last game, have, been better than what Darvin Ham's been doing.
No, I think when we take over the game, we just clearly outperform. Like, I don't even think it's about substitutions at that point. It's just about performance. But I do notice that the Lakers will get stuck in a certain personnel group, right? If they find a groove and they're working better with a bench or a role player on there instead of somebody like Anthony Davis or maybe the shooter. He's kind of been hit or miss. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on his name right now because he's not on the court.
Reeves, Hachimura?
No.
Oh, D'Lo? D'Angelo Russell?
Yes. He hasn't been he's been very hit or miss this series, bro. And you can notice, like, even right now, they get stuck in personnel groups like this where they keep him on the bench because this personnel group is working, right? This personnel group is leading right now, so we're going to stick with this. I noticed that's what he does, and then that's when the Nuggets kind of are able to kind of bounce back on him because he stays in that same personnel group for way too long.
Fucking LeBron, bro.
Yeah.
This motherfucker trying to get these swats, dude.
He's trying to get his stats up before he retires and hands it over to his son.
So what do you think, bro? Do you think this is his last year?
No.
No?
2 more.
2 more?
He's going to play a year with Bronny.
You think so?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, he will. Kind of nurture him into being the leader.
Dude,
and watch the Lakers.
How do you feel about Bronny, bro?
He's not ready.
Do you think that he's going to get this opportunity just based off of who his dad is? And do you think it's doing him a disservice?
I bet you he gets signed right now to an NBA contract that's more than Caitlin Clark's WNBA contract.
So, fuck, you want to go there?
I just went there, motherfucker. Shit. I ain't bringing it back.
You're right. What do you think about that?
I think it's fucked up, but I think it's the reality of it. But I think we've had this talk before. Like, a part of it is understandable just because the market is so big for the NBA in comparison to the WNBA.
Yeah.
But that's also kind of the problem.
Well, it's basic economics, man. Now, this is what I'm interested to see.
What?
How does this change over the next 5 years with Caitlin Clark, the buzz that she gets, the attention she draws?
Oh, man, another bad pass.
Fuck, dude.
Come on, Gru.
How does it change the landscape? Because let's be real, these girls that are playing, these ladies that are playing right now, and Caitlin Clark, they're not going to really reap the full benefit if it works out like it could. They'll catch it on the tail end of their careers. It'll be the ones in the future. But if they're able to start generating better revenue, bro, that's going to make their salaries go up. You know what I mean? If people come out and take in the games, you know, and buy the jerseys, and that's gonna, but it's gonna take that though. It's economics, bro. You can't expect more money in a situation, and you know, not have the money behind it. Here's something I'm frustrated with. If people are talking all this shit about the NBA not, you know, WNBA not paying what the NBA pays or whatever, like equal pay like that, how come ain't nobody bitching about Nike and what they gave her versus what Nike gives LeBron or what Nike gives some of these other guys?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She got paid. She got a nice little payment. It was like $35 million over the course of the contract, but you know, some of these guys make hundreds of $millions with their shoe deal. So, you know, why not the uproar there?
Yeah, no, man. Again, like, I think it's part of the market, right? Part of what kind of, I'm sure there's formulas to say, okay, you're going to touch this demographic of people, you're going to touch this demographic of people, but still, like.
Do you see the Las Vegas Aces for the games that they play the Fever? They've moved the games from the arena that they normally play into T-Mobile Arena, which holds a little bit more, I think 8,000 people, because of the demand. And the Fever, like 20, like it was something like 20, was 28 of 32 games that they're going to play are going to be nationally televised.
Oh, come on. How do you miss that, dog?
There was, you know, there's all these different things. So it'd be interesting to see if it can happen, man. And if Caitlin Clark and you know, Angel Reese and some of these new young ladies mix with what's there with the WNBA and the product becomes a better product. Since we're talking,
you know what's sad about that? Just throwing another little piece of the puzzle.
What's that?
Is that we won't as the mass, right? As the consumer, we won't sit down and watch a WNBA game and give money into women athletics or even, you know, any kind of sport, WNBA, any kind of woman activity. We, as I said, the consumer, everybody. But motherfuckers will be quick to go to an OnlyFans page and subscribe to that. You know what I mean?
I watched some WNBA. I don't own no jerseys and nothing like that, you know. But you're right. You're absolutely right.
The majority of people would, if you had a link for a WNBA game and you had a link for the OnlyFans game or OnlyFans page, I guarantee you, it's like.
I'm watching WNBA because it's free. Since we're talking WNBA,
okay,
let me give some flowers. All right, because this young lady, this woman, she was the buzz coming out of college, and she just decided to call it a career, and you know, of course, I'm talking about Candace Parker, 3-time WNBA champion, announced her retirement. Obviously, Candace Parker coming from Tennessee, you know, for college. In my opinion, she was, you know, one of the more memorable basketball players for me personally. Just, you know, following the sport over the years, I thought her run at Tennessee and then you know, coming into the WNBA, she was a lot of Caitlin Clark before Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
You know, but she announced her retirement on social media on Sunday. She said, "I'm retired. I promised I'd never cheat the game and that I'd leave it in a better place than I came into it. The competitor in me always wants one more, but it's time. My heart, my body knew but I needed to give my mind time to accept it. I'm grateful for 16 years I played a game for a living, and despite all the injuries I hooped, I'm grateful for family, friends, teammates, coaches, doctors, trainers, fans who made the journey so special. Big ups to her, bro. Like I said, man, like she was a big part of what I thought of women's basketball. Candace Parker, like played long time.
She probably realized that Caitlin Clark has made more money than she did her entire career, and so it's time to retire because that's how they do in people.
16 years, man. She's been playing a long time.
It's probably all she's made.
No, I'm just saying she's been. I mean, I don't, you know.
I'm just playing, but you know, it's sad, bro. It truly is sad. It probably is that though. Like for 16 years, she, you know, again puts her body on the line because it's not act like it's just not a physical sport for women. Like it's only physical for men. That's not true. Yeah. Like if anybody's watched my daughter play basketball, she's all over the court. She'll dive and.
Well, I think high level athletics,
ball
bro.
Fouls, what was his name who played with the Nuggets right after he came over in the Mallow trade? Nahara?
Nahara? Are you talking about Gallinari? Because Nahara didn't come over on the Mallow trade.
He was here before?
He was here with Mallow.
Then that's what I'm talking about. Not
yeah,
Nahara. I hate it.
Gallo?
Yes.
I used to love Nahara, bro. Me and my cousin, when we had our season tickets the first couple of years with Mallow. We used to
Nahara so wet, bro.
Yeah. Gotta stop him, bro. Fucking trailing at halftime again.
Yeah. But again, we were down big and we just came back to bring it to this, and now we're at halftime and we go into the half trailing.
God damn it. Yeah. I mean, I'm not worried. I'm not too worried. I don't like trailing, but you know.
Yeah, Lakers lead 50-53 at the half.
Wow, you counting the chickens for their hats just to make sure they don't fucking make a shot right here. Like I said, it's off. 53-50. Do the Nuggets outscore the Lakers in the second half?
Yes.
Do they shut them down?
They win by 8 points.
So, hey, we got this event coming up this weekend.
Yep.
May 4th and 5th.
Uh-huh.
You know, proudly presented by Icon Sales, Icon Boxing. And I just want to make sure we plug it real quick again. No me se rahad. May 4th and 5th, Icon Boxing. Make sure you guys come down. We're going to be live streaming. So if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel and you're watching this live feed, you better subscribe. Otherwise,
your mama's a hoe.
Jesus Christ.
For real though.
But you know what?
Ain't subscribed yet?
You know what I'm finna go do on Friday?
Set up.
I'm finna go see AJ over there at Cutthroat.
Oh, you know what?
I better get. Hey, he had a 1 o'clock left on Friday, bro. I went and hit that 1:30 on Friday. But I'm gonna get this
right now. If you're watching this live, AJ, just push somebody out.
Shout out,
preferably the 1:30 on Friday.
Shout out to my folks over. Hey, fuck you, bitch. Shout out to AJ and his team over there at Cutthroat Barbers and Anglers, man, right there off of 38th and Pierce in Wheat Ridge. Make sure you go and visit their shop, see what they got going on over there. Get yourself a cut, get you a beard trim, maybe a shave. Perhaps go back there and visit Matt in the Canyon Fly Shop. Go book a guided trip. Go buy some flies or something, man. Make sure you patronize them. Yeah, you getting in?
Got in at 1.
Let's go. I'll see you when you get there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but big shout out to them, bro. Big shout out to AJ, what he's gonna be doing over at Sheridan. Excited to kind of see that come to fruition, and seeing he's already been hosting a couple little camps and whatnot over there. So
yeah, man, he needs athletes out there. If you're in the, South Denver area, anywhere, really anywhere.
Yeah, you looking.
Check out Sheridan.
If you looking, I mean, they're going to be building a program. I'm fully confident in the offense AJ runs, and I know it can be done on the high school level. Just look at Columbine.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I know it's going to be some years in progress and some building, but it's cool to see a cat get his first opportunity and kind of see what they do with it. You know,
What's your prediction for the second half?
for my second half, I'm gonna say the game's gonna be 105 to 92, and the Nuggets are gonna run away with it in the fourth quarter. I think it'll be close up into the fourth quarter. We might even be trailing going into the fourth quarter, but I think we're going to be either tied or up by like 1 or 2 heading into the fourth. I think the Lakers will keep it close for about up until about the 7-minute mark, and I think we take off a little bit, go on a nice little run, probably go up by about 15, and then the Lakers bring it back down a little bit, but we finish comfortably, and the game is not in question. And I think LeBron's legs are going to get a little tired. I think AD, for whatever reason, for as good as AD has been in this series, he has disappeared in many of the fourth quarters of this series. And I kind of see the same thing happen. Not even foul trouble, dude. Like, he's just disappeared. He's just disappeared. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're fucking scoring 30 points and then 2 points in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Like, that, like, you got to be. And that's the thing about Jamal. He ain't shot worth the shit this series, but he's made the ones that mattered. Like,
right.
He's made the ones that counted, like the most important ones. You know what I mean? At the right time.
Right now, the Lakers are shooting about 44% from field goals percentage. The Nuggets are at 43.9.
Yeah.
And then, but again, from behind the arc, Nuggets are at 42%. Lakers at a low 25%.
Yeah, man.
Then we're also killing it at the free throw line. We're cashing in. We're 6 for 6 at the free throw line right now. So
I don't want to hear no more bitching about the free throws no more. We're getting free throws.
Mm-hmm.
And that last game, we fucking missed some free throws. But we're getting free throws, so we really can't bitch about that no more. I guess the only thing with free throws you can bitch about is when you're getting them. Like, does it matter so much when you're, those close plays that are getting called for you in the first half aren't getting called in the second half? Like, they're letting them play a little bit more at the back end. Like, what's a foul in the first half isn't in the second half. So there is that. But for the most part, bro, like, we can't bitch about not getting to the line. We're getting to the line.
Yeah.
Jokic only with 8 points with 11 rebounds.
He's killing the boards for us, though, honestly. Like, he kills the boards, bro. I don't think he's gotten under 10 rebounds this whole series.
Yeah. I mean, he's got 2 triple-doubles in this series, dude. Like, I mean, that's what you need to do, bro. Boston picked up that dub today. I didn't even see that. Oklahoma City sweep the fucking Pelicans. What about the Knicks?
It's starting to shape up. That's what I'm saying. It's shaping up. It's already.
What do you think about the Eastern Conference, though? Like, I think the Knicks are a bigger threat than Boston. Don't you?
No.
No?
Boston are like the Lakers to me.
Man. Well, explain that.
I just think that Boston is our biggest threat coming out of the East.
Yo, Jokic is 2 points away from a triple. Or never mind. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong stat.
Don't fucking do that.
I thought he was 2 points away from a triple double already. I was like, God damn.
Nah,
This motherfucker.
he needs to pick it up. Actually, he's thinking about his damn horses again.
What's wrong with that?
Everything's wrong with that.
What's wrong with having a passion, motherfucker, and you thinking about your passion?
Listen.
What's wrong with being passionate about something, dude?
Man,
Don't you have any passions?
Oh, if Mia Khalifa was thinking about the donkey before
Jesus
the donkey
Christ. You're going with her? Is that where you're going with it?
That's just the first name that pops to the head.
Why does Mia Khalifa pop in your head first?
Because I was trying to think
Let's dive down that for a second.
I was trying to think of names and I couldn't.
And Mia Khalifa came to your mind first.
Yeah, you want to know how?
How?
Because I always think of her name because it's like Wiz Khalifa.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
For real. It's a fact.
Yeah.
It's a fact. Truth is in the detail.
See that fucking internet search, son.
Go ahead. Check it out. Not me.
Yo. That's an interesting one.
What?
To blow up off of Pornhub, basically, and make some loot, and then all of a sudden be like kind of against that shit and not really like
Well, because sometimes you see what it is. Like, you know what I mean? Like, look at some people are like all for Diddy until Diddy got diddled.
Yeah. I mean, there's some people that, see prostitution as a good steady employment, and then they get out of it and they're like, what the fuck was I thinking?
Yeah.
So, I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense. Same with like stripping.
Yeah, you retired from stripping a while ago.
Fuck, dude, it's been a couple years since I got out the stripping game.
Since you were riding the pole.
Easy there, bro. Fuck. I wasn't riding the pole, dude. That thing has a weight restriction on it. But hey,
you had one that spun like this, so you just stood there and held it. So
they were like Big Fur, the stage number 2, and I'd come over there and shake it for him.
You fucking take your shirt off and it's just all hairy ass chest. Poof.
Fucking pops out. Yeah, bro. Hey, I can't help it, man.
Hey.
I'm like 75% grizzly, 25% gorilla from that north side.
10% field mouse.
Field mouse.
Up 10%.
But let me ask you a question, though.
What's your question?
Even like a fucking 400, 500 pound grizzly.
That's your question?
10% of that weight is how much?
That's your question?
How much does 10% of that weight weigh?
Of what?
Of like 500 pounds.
Why do you want to, you want me
because
to,
you're saying,
so you're basically
you're
trying
saying,
so what you're trying to get me to do right now is tell everybody the weight of your genitalia. Huh?
Hey,
I ain't going there with you, bro.
So
we're not going there.
When
You
I
ain't
was
gonna
going to
trick
school,
me out my spot.
When I was going to school out in Missouri, there was this white boy. I forget his name. He's from Alabama. Side note, I hit that motherfucker in the ear with a snowball because he was so excited about snow and he was getting on my nerves with it. So we're having a snowball fight.
That sounded like a bully type.
Well, no, he was like throwing snow at me and shit.
Okay.
Oh, dude, this shit's so fun. And so I fucking got him right in the ear with one. You know how that feels, dude. And I was like, you don't like snow no more, huh, motherfucker? But that dude one time, he was like, Al, this chick told me I had a small dick. And he goes, I got these big ass legs, big old thighs, and he goes, I really don't got a small dick. He's like, think about if you took a big old fucking 1 pound steak, and he's from Alabama, so he's country as fuck. He's like, you threw that on a little ass platter. Of course it's going to look a lot bigger. But if you went and took that on a big 10-inch saucer dish, that thing's going to shrink up. He's like, he goes, so I don't got a small dick. I just got big legs. Yeah. Anyway, fun times.
Yeah.
That's some stories from Missouri,
his name
dude.
Again?
I don't remember his name, dude.
Just remember his dick.
I remember that story.
See, that truth
I
is in the
remember that
details.
story, and I remember hitting him in the ear with a fucking snowball.
Because he showed you his dick.
Nah, I hit him in the ear before that.
Before he showed you his dick.
I think that was like consequences. He didn't show nobody his genitalia, you jackass. You all right?
Go to Domino's.
Yeah, I can hear
That
it.
plug right there you just gave him for nothing?
You see that fucking Milwaukee losing everybody that in fucking the game the other night?
I did.
Portis got fucking ejected 5 minutes into the game?
They're like...
And then Dillard's out. Fucking Giannis is out.
Yeah.
Middleton's hurt.
And the last couple years, they kind of been losing players. You know what I mean? Like around this time. So
fucking Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers can't catch a break, dog.
Sucks for them. That's why we got to stay healthy. And we got to turn this shit around of letting the Lakers fucking lead.
Bro, that's why the East ain't shit.
Yeah.
That's why the East ain't shit, dude. That's why you get through the West, the gauntlet that the West is.
But you never know, bro. You never know how it shapes out in a 7-game series.
The only team that is remotely dangerous from the East is Boston.
You just said the Knicks were scarier than
Knicks are scarier than Boston. But if you're talking about talent on the roster, I would say Boston has a better roster.
So let me ask
I just don't trust Missoula.
Right now, who's the finals?
Right now, who's the finals? Can I just pick the conference finals?
No, you're picking the finals.
The NBA finals.
The NBA finals.
All right. Well, if I had to go right now, I think the matchup that we're gonna see next, as long as the Nuggets get through, the matchup we're gonna see with Minnesota next is probably gonna be the best matchup of the playoffs. I think Oklahoma City's gonna lose to Dallas. I think Dallas is gonna finish that series with the Clippers. But I think that's going 7 though. But I think Dallas is gonna take Oklahoma City out. I think we're gonna play Dallas in the Western Conference Finals. Excuse me, because our matchup with Minnesota is probably going 7.
Yeah. So, and then right now the Bucks.
Hold on, motherfucker. Let me finish.
You didn't.
Well, I'm answering my question. Your question right now. Cut me off. So the Nuggets are gonna play the fucking Mavericks, and I think the Nuggets are gonna win that. Okay. So the Nuggets are in the finals. Okay. Boston, they're gonna win this series against fucking Miami. All right, and they're gonna play what? Cleveland. I think Cleveland's gonna give them a run at it. And ultimately, I think they handle Cleveland.
That series is 2-2 right now.
Yeah, Cleveland's gonna win that series. Okay. I think New York is gonna win that series, and they will go ahead and play fucking who is it? Milwaukee's gonna lose to the Pacers. So I think New York's gonna handle the Pacers. Although the Pacers are scrappy, I think Pacers are a really good team. They're scrappy as shit. Halliburton. They're a scrappy team. That's gonna be a tough one for the Knicks. But I think the Knicks, Brunson's playing out of his mind. I think the Knicks are gonna take that one, and that'll set up New York and Boston in the Eastern Conference Finals. And I think fucking Joe Mazzulla is a horrible coach. And we talked about it with the Darvin Ham and the Lakers. If they have a better coach here, are they trailing 3-1 in the series, or is it a 2-2 series, or are they up? You know what I'm saying? Coaching matters, especially at this junction. So I think the Knicks are going to get through. We're going to have a New York Knicks, Denver Nuggets finals, and the Nuggets are going to win that shit in fucking 5 or 6. And we're going to talk about back-to-back NBA champions. And next year, we're going to be trying to do something that only a handful of teams have done in the history of the NBA, and that's be a 3-peat NBA champion.
Yeah. Hey, I'm with you all the way. Right, it took a long time to get to that.
I'm sorry. We've got viewers to entertain.
I think for sure the Nuggets will find their way out of a tough 7-game series with Minnesota.
That's going to be a tough one, dude.
It is. It's going to be a 7-game series. And then I think after figuring that out, we're rolling through.
The only thing I worry about is how much that takes out of us, that series.
I think it's going to put some in us.
Because that next series, whether it be Oklahoma City or potentially Dallas, if the Clippers get through, right, that's the only one I have no worries about at all.
Nuggets, Pacers.
That's a good. I take that. My cousin Josh. Shout out to my cousin Josh. He's an avid listener. He would like that, and we'd have to figure out a way to maybe get to a game.
Yeah,
that'd be dope.
Pacers beating Boston.
You think so, huh? You think the Pacers would get by the Knicks in the next round?
I do.
Not a big believer in the Knicks, are you?
No, I'm not.
Pacers are scrappy, dude.
I mean, I think the Knicks are a good team, but I think the Pacers, I don't know, bro. There's something about them right now. There's something about their energy. Even though the Knicks got some good energy right now, too. Yeah. I just think that the Pacers can go on a nice little run. And I think Boston is the only team that right now I think is like the favorite, in my opinion, to come out of the East, but I can see the Pacers beating.
Bro, I feel like Boston padded their record with some shit teams, though, in the East, too. Like, their record is really good because they played a lot of bad teams in the East multiple times.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think the West, obviously, I feel like the West is much stronger.
Find the 3 ball. They're telling the Lakers need to find the 3 or they're progressive.
I think, I think freaking just you get to beat up on shit teams, bro. You get to pad your record. You know what I mean? I don't think the Celtics are much better than the Knicks. You know what I mean? They got a better roster, but I don't think they're much better. Like, and I don't think any of them teams are much better than the Pacers. And before Dame got hurt and Giannis got hurt, I don't think any of them teams were much better than Milwaukee.
Nah, Milwaukee was a threat before they started getting hurt.
Yeah, I don't know, dude, because like they fired their coach early. They hired Doc Rivers.
Yeah, but
we know what's up with Doc Rivers, dog.
Yeah.
We know Doc Rivers is going to collapse at some point in the playoffs, bro.
Yeah, but let's keep it real though. When you get into the playoffs, you want those veterans who have that experience, right? And they're a team that had that experience in Giannis and
They did. They won one in what 3-4 years ago.
Yeah.
So you're right, but I don't know, dude. Like
that's why teams like the Lakers are scary, bro. That's why teams like if the Warriors, they're scary. That's why I don't believe in teams like the Knicks. Right? That's why Boston's scary to me. Like they have playoff experience.
Boston haven't won shit though.
But they have playoff experience.
But that team hasn't won anything. When they went then, Anthony Davis on the floor again.
How long
when
have
they went
been
to the
on top of the East?
When they went to the championship a couple years ago, they had a completely different coach. You know what I'm saying?
They've had
the core, and Kristaps Porzingis is new this year. They don't have they have Holiday this year. That's new, that was a big piece to lose for Milwaukee. You know what I'm saying? But
how did he fall?
I don't know, dude. It's Anthony Davis. That motherfucker's on the floor all the time. He's almost as bad as LeBron does with all of his fucking bitching and flopping.
His eyebrows didn't pat him to the floor.
That man's fragile. And that'll be the excuse that they build in for the Lakers when the Nuggets beat them. Anthony Davis got hurt. What do you think about that, bro? What do you think about that look? You come into the league, you don't switch up the look. You just stay with the look. You staying with that?
Yeah, why switch up for...
Fuck, dude. That's a patented look, bro. That motherfucker, the brow, like, he had merch off of that shit. Like, it's a patented look, bro.
Mm-hmm. That's what he's gonna be remembered as.
The brow,
not his skills.
Not his skill. Hey, how ironic was it, bro, that he was talking all that shit before Game 2 because he wasn't selected as a finalist for the Defensive Player of the Year award? He was talking all that shit, right? And then fucking, I can guard anybody from point guard on up to center, and then Maul fucking hits that game winning shot on him, dude.
Did you see the still of that shot, bro?
Look at my phone.
There's so many dope stills of that.
So I got that one.
Oh, dude.
And then I got that one.
Yeah, dude.
They were dope, dude. Fucking both them folks that got them photos, shout out to them because they were hard.
Yeah. That'll be such a fucking amazing job. Just sit there at a fucking sporting event and capture.
Just imagine. I don't know if you've seen the one of Ryan Garcia standing over Haney with the referee holding back.
Yeah.
So think about Sonny Liston, right? Just being able to catch these iconic moments, and at the time you're not sure what the fuck you caught. You know what I'm saying? It's not until you get your camera back to and start editing and looking what you got. And just to have that iconic moment, bro.
Why don't photographers get the credit like people do on albums? Like, right? You could say, like, I could literally be like, you did a song tomorrow, right? And there was a part where you had like a fill in the bar type part, and I said the word that filled in that bar. I get credit for that bar on your record. Right? Well, little pieces in there, but like
a lot of times,
art sometimes like. You have to dig to figure out who the fuck took the photo. You got to fucking. It's not like in the bottom right hand corner or left.
Yeah, I was gonna say you got to watermark your shit, and a lot of times like when they use it in the like in media, they'll put a little mark in there about who did the photo and shit. But
if you were an artist, would you hide like little dicks in your
little dicks, specifically dicks?
So this dude, this is why. All right, I'm not just thinking about dicks all day. I'm telling you.
Okay. I hope you're not thinking about dicks all day.
This dude at my job, bro. So we were. He used to be a tattoo artist.
Okay.
And he said he used to fucking
hide dicks and tattoos. Oh, dude.
Tattoos, bro.
If I was looking at my shit and like,
that's what I told him. I said,
wait a minute, is that a?
Like years later,
oh, dude. So how was he hiding them? Like
he was like,
was he like doing them and then like shading them in or some shit?
I wanted to ask him if he had like a photo album of all his fucking
hidden
dicks.
Dude. There'd be some problems, son. I would be a little I'd be a little bent about that, dude. I don't know. That wouldn't be okay with me. How would you feel if you found out you had a dick on you?
Better than a dick in you.
Oh fuck, dude.
It's how
What you got coming up?
we got Icon. That's it, bro.
We
Really,
got
and
Icon.
we got football and in the regular season for flag.
So when are you guys' regular season in for flag?
This is the last week.
This last week, okay.
And then we start playoffs the following week.
Okay.
And then we're done.
1 week of playoffs?
I think so. It's a short flag season. I don't know if I'll do it again next year, but I might if we need the work.
How do the kids enjoy it?
They like it, but I think for our guys, like, they gotta realize that it's fun. It's for the fun too, a little bit more. You know what I mean? And be okay with like letting some of the new kids get some shine, and even if that results in us not performing as well, you know what I mean? Just so that way, because, bro, I really did this to enhance our coverage,
Yeah,
and our passing game. And so if we can do that while having fun playing football, that's all I care about.
Are any of them new kids potential kids on on the fall team?
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to elaborate? No.
No, not really. There's just a couple kids that I think might, come over and play with us. I think one of them for sure has some speed, and he's an aggressive little guy, and I think he'll fit in perfect with us. Honestly, nice little corner receiver.
Fuck yeah.
Because that's what we need, bro. We need, as much as we need some linemen, we need some skill guys. Because I've been recruiting linemen.
Well, I mean, we'll see. Because guys like Elia, guys like Mason.
Yeah, man. I wish Mace. I really want Mason to work his way into a skill role, but we really got to work on the speed.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Is like we need some speed, bro. Where we lack, like, if you see the games we lost last year and the teams we lost to, is when we had no speed in comparison to them. Where they get to that edge and they're gone, and that's the same thing that's happening in flag.
Well, and that's what
Even
happened.
our skill guys aren't that fast.
The games that we did win against some of the teams, maybe they weren't as high level competition as say we were. The way we got them was around the edge. Speed kills. It's one of those things. It's really hard to defend and really hard to contain. And if you got someone that can get that edge, dude, like, it changes the game, because now instead of having that middle stacked up, you got to maybe bring a little bit of extra help on the outside, and then that gives you openings inside, and then we can hit them with trap and all that good shit. Fucking bitch.
Why was he so open?
Talking shit now. 62-54. What do you think, bro?
I think we got to get it together, but we're still okay. We're still okay. We're down 8. I
want to slap that fucking mouthpiece out his mouth, dude.
Oh, bro, there was a player on our team. I ain't going to say who. He knows who he is. Love him very much. Very, very much.
Yeah, he has that shit out his mouth?
Oh, it was driving me insane, bro. And it was just like, and then he was moping. And so it was like the plus the mouthpiece. I was like, oh, put that shit in your mouth.
Dog, that shit drives me nuts. Why even? And it ain't even like because it's his original thing either. That's fucking Curry. That's a Curry original. You know what I mean? That's who did that first. This
era.
What?
Like the mouthpiece out, kind of.
I've never used to see none of the old school cats with that mouthpiece just hanging out their mouth.
Like someone.
I used to have a homie, Fabian, rest in peace, Fabian. We played ball together at North, and that motherfucker used to just like chew on his shit. Like, it looked like a dog chew toy.
Who was I talking with the other day? We were talking about that, and they said theirs was like that, and I was like, you were probably the kid who put gum in your mouthpiece.
I did that once, and then I was like grossed out because like grass and shit like that gets stuck in there, dirt. And so fucking I ended up having to go buy a new mouthpiece, and I didn't do it again. Fuck that. You used to use, you could use the Banaka spray if you wanted it to be like minty or whatever.
Yeah.
Some Banaka spray on that bitch.
I was just there for work.
Cinnamon oil.
I was there to bite that motherfucker and go to work. You know what I'm saying?
Is that what you do? Bite that motherfucker and go to work. Fucking fairy.
Whoa. Whoa! Shout out to the legitimate guy. We fucks with you.
Legitimate why?
Yeah, the LGBTQ plus.
Oh,
The legitimate
I didn't call you a fucking fairy in a derogatory way. I can just imagine you being a little football fairy.
Oh no,
Little twinkle toes.
bro! You already know. We lined up. You know what's
We
up.
can line this up right now.
You know what's up.
You're like that. You're like that. Cat Williams. I've been seeing it. Like they turned it into a
Did you see
GIF
Cat
or whatever.
run his 40?
Yeah, I did. But that part when he's talking on Club Shay Shay, he's like, "Play with me. We can line it up. We the same, boy." Yeah. I can see that your little ass right there. Like,
and
when we line it up,
smoke you.
But when we line it up,
so,
what's cracking, bro?
Icon,
May 4th and 5th.
May 4th and 5th.
That's right.
Over 60 bouts, I think he said it was.
Dog, how about them titles?
30 one day, 30 the next day.
Yup.
2 different custom bouts for each day.
3
bouts, but there's
two for that one day.
and then 1 on the other day.
That's sick.
Team trophies.
And team trophies are nice again too.
Or wait, not team trophies. I'm sorry.
Fighter of the night and
Fighter
team
of
trophy.
the night and team trophy.
Yep.
And who do you think is getting the fight of the night?
Bro, I can't even go there right now and figure that out. I gotta see a list.
You're gonna see each fighter first and pick, or you're gonna pick off the list. You know what?
I'm gonna watch each fight and then I'll make my decision afterwards.
I'm gonna call it right now. I'm gonna say it's one of the captains from Icon.
Think No or X?
I think No or X are gonna get it, bro.
I know.
This last little interview we did with them, you could see a little bit of a point to prove.
They've grown up a little bit over the last year.
Yeah, and not even like to their opponents necessarily, just to like everybody. Kind of just prove a point of they're here. I'm the captain now.
Why do you
know
think,
what I mean? Like, I feel like that's not only to everybody internally within their own gym, every fighter around the state, every fighter that's coming from around the nation, any fighter that's going to step in the ring with them, they're saying that they're the captain now.
Well, I kind of mentioned it a little bit when we were talking to Mario last week, asking him about, how he feels about, his kid happened to kind of be like, it's the daddy ball question.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
but
the young man feels the same kind of pressure too, though, from other people. And I think No kind of feels a little bit too, being that he's been around that long with the program too, right? So I think, sometimes you get tired of hearing that shit. And as you get mature, you understand how to handle that.
The only problem with that, though, is like, you can't say any of that when it's a individual sport and they're getting in there and he's letting his hands speak for it.
It's true.
Like, X is getting in there and handling his own business. Like, Mario ain't in there fighting for him.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not like he's ducking smoke. He's calling smoke out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
that's true. Shout out to them, too. They went up to Buena Vista this weekend and
came back with some hardware.
3 straps.
And last time I checked, Mario wasn't in the ring fighting for him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, for everybody out there who you can't apply that to this. I can see you applying it to a sport like football where I coach it. You know what I mean? And I don't give a fuck.
Well, I think it's different, in boxing, because your kid is going to be individually showcased, and if they don't got it, you're going to see it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What are you going to do? Be like daddy balling your son in the ring, and he's getting he's getting mopped up.
You're going to be picking the fights like Canelo does, the guaranteed doves.
Come on. He's gonna be missing weight like fucking Garcia purposely just to beat up on a smaller person.
Do you think he missed weight on purpose?
It was all a show.
You saw everything was on purpose. I think he genuinely struggles to make that weight.
No, I think he didn't.
I think he genuinely struggles.
He said he wanted to get where he felt comfortable. He was gonna beat the shit out of his next opponent.
Bro.
make a statement, make everybody think he was crazy, everybody think he was falling off his rocker because he lost to Tank. I'm gonna come back and beat the shit out of
You've seen the difference in his body though, right? You've seen the difference in his body versus Tank versus Haney.
Did you see Sean O'Malley trolling him?
No, but I see they're trying to. I saw who was it that called Sean O'Malley out? Maybe it's Cormier. No, maybe it's Cormier that called him out. Or no, it was somebody within MMA that was like, hey, win a couple more fights in your weight class. Talking about Sean O'Malley, win some more fights in your weight class before you start trying to entertain this idea of taking on his gimmick fight.
Yeah,
like be a champion.
He's a dog, though.
He is. Yes,
he's been putting fools down in his weight class. So.
But I'm tired of seeing this boxer versus fucking MMA fucking fight. I'm sorry, but the MMA guys, they ain't boxing with a boxer, bro. Now, if a boxer wants to take up the fucking octagon and get into an MMA match, let's get it popping then. Because I guarantee you, the boxer gonna get their ass beat.
It's different, and honestly, bro, you can say what you want about Ryan, but he has hands. He has speed, bro.
Yeah, but he ain't gonna stop. He ain't gonna stop getting taken down.
But they were saying what his tactic was is he was punching and then turning his body so that way he could hit him. He had to hit him in the back.
I don't know, man.
Shielding up. You didn't even notice that in the fight? Did you watch the fight?
Yeah, I watched the fight. I mean,
you didn't see he was hitting and then turning.
I didn't pay much attention to it.
Oh,
I seen that he was tagging him. You know what I'm saying? Like. I don't know, but Haney, honestly, dude, Haney hasn't looked good his last couple of fights. You know what I'm saying?
He's wearing the essential moccasins.
He didn't do well against Lomachenko.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, many argued that Lomachenko won that match, or at least it was a draw. You know what I mean? So,
if the Lakers win this game, I'm a Lomachenko.
Yo, if the Lakers win this game, bro, I'm fucking never live streaming during the Nuggets game again, bro.
If the Lakers win this, do they go 7?
That game 6 is gonna be tough.
It's gonna be tough.
But then that would set up game 7 here in Denver, and no team has come back 3-0. So the Lakers would have history against them. But I was listening to them talk on this because they were trying to will the Lakers in game 4. And I was listening to them talk, and it's got to be done at some point, right? It was just like there's no 16 seed that be the 1 seed in the NCAA tournament. Eventually, that shit happens, right? Like at some point, I think they're 0-158 right now, down 3-0. Teams down 3-0.
Ooh, that was a nice pass.
At some point, it's gonna happen, right? So, what are you supposed to do? Like, fucking shy away from history, or try to change it? Good job. Get to the paint. Let's go.
Way to finish your shot.
Let's go. 5 minutes, 69-65. The Lakers are up. 5 minutes to go in the third quarter.
We've been on for a minute.
Bro, we've been going for about an hour and 17 minutes, so I don't know.
Should we pop this off?
I don't know how long you want to go.
Nah, we could cut it if you want. Finish this out like some normals.
Let's see. That's what I'll say, bro, before we do.
Let's say if we let me tell you what.
Bitch.
If we take the lead by the end of the third,
hold these motherfuckers hostage.
Then we stay on and finish it out with them.
Oh, I mean, we can. It's whatever. Like
that's a long time. It's already.
Listen, we about to take this. Look, man, this is what we gonna do, bro. This is what we gonna do. We gonna ride out this motherfucker, right? We're gonna, it's been a great episode. I think I'm excited about the Nuggets going and closing this thing off. Next time we're talking the Nuggets finishing this here series and going on to a very competitive one against Minnesota. So let's go ahead and do it like this so we can watch the rest of this game, my dude. Let's go ahead and do it like this. As MPJ gets in there, let's go ahead and do it like we normally do.
Yeah.
And give a big shout out. Inkless Laser, Icon Sales and Boxing. As we mentioned, it's going down May 4th and 5th over at Icon Boxing. Make sure you come check it out. 60 fights over the course of 2 days.
No me se rajar.
May 4th and 5th. Boy, tickets are on sale right now at Icon Boxing, Icon Sales. But make sure y'all act quick, man, because They're running out. And look, Dom, just as you said, we down 71 to 70.
Take the lead.
We about to take the lead.
No, man.
Yo, shout out, like I said, Icon
Wow.
Sales and Boxing, Anytime Flood Restoration, Zach G and the Play Harder Podcast, Rebel Promotions, Black Sevens, Janice's Catering, Lash All Beauty, and the Cutthroat Barbers and Anglers. Cutthroat AJ, yo, we're gonna be over there on Friday.
We are.
Get right for this beautiful little presentation we got on this weekend.
Have the drinks ready.
Big shout out, get them scars ready, dog. I'm ready to puff one. Big shout out to Cutthroat Barbers and Anglers, Canyon Fly Shop, Colorado Wolfpack Football Association,
And
DNASportsDenver.com. More importantly, though, big shout out to you guys. Always tuning in, showing love, making sure y'all up on it, interacting with us on the socials. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Let's go on and make this shit happen. Bruh,
subscribe.
it was great. It was great getting down with you.
Subscribe.
It's always love.
Like, comment, subscribe.
That's right. We're going to hop up out of here.
Gang, gang.
Peace.